Hello, in this mini lesson, I'm going to take you through two example problems with conservation of momentum. One is a hit and stick type of collision, and the other is a hit and bounce type of collision. In this first problem, which is a hit and stick collision, a grocery shopper is tossing a bag of rice into a Costco grocery cart. And then the bag and the cart have a new horizontal speed of 5.2 meters per second towards the front of the cart. We want to calculate the final final speed of the cart and the bag. To do this, we're going to need to take advantage of the conservation of momentum equation, which states the momentum before the collision is equal to the momentum after the collision. Or in other words, the mass times velocity of the first object plus the mass times the velocity of the second object is equal to the combined masses. This is a hit and stick or inelastic collision, so we can add the two masses together times their final velocity. When we take a close look at this, we need to really realize that they are stuck together. So we can count the masses as one entity in this equation. So that's why I added the mass together. So that's a key component when we analyze these inelastic collisions. So in this case, the bag of rice is the thing that's traveling with a horizontal speed initially, and the cart is stationary. So our mass 1 is the mass of the bag of rice, 9 kilograms, times the speed that it's traveling. In this case, it's 5.2 meters per second towards the front of the cart. Let's call that positive. Now, the second entity is 0 because this cart is stationary. Now, to find the final velocity, we'll add those two masses together, the bag of rice and the cart, the 17.4 kilogram cart, and solve for V2. A little bit of algebra. We'll now be able to simplify and solve and find the velocity of the cart and the bag. So in this case, our final velocity, or V2, is about 1.77 meters per second. We've just used the conservation of momentum to solve this problem for a hit and stick inelastic collision. Thank you. In this example, we're going to talk about an elastic collision. So we call this a hit and bounce because the two balls in this case are moving at each other. They're going to collide, and their momentum forward is still equal to their momentum afterwards, but in this case, they both start moving in opposite directions. They don't stick together. So after the collision, the velocity will be in the opposite direction for the first, or the smaller of the balls. So we could say that's a negative 0.315 meters per second. And the velocity of the larger ball is unknown, so we're going to be solving for that. Once again, we're going to go back to the conservation momentum equation. So we'll have m1v1 initial plus m2v2 initial, which is equal to the momentum after. Well, mass times velocity is momentum, so m1v1 of the final plus m1v2 of the final. So now we're going to just need to take a look at each of these cases separately. So the momentum of each combines together, so we're going to add in their mass and their velocities, multiply those together. Do the same thing for the second ball, so have its mass multiplied by its velocity, and I notice I need a negative sign for the velocity because I know it's moving in the opposite direction. Velocity is a vector in this case. And then we're going to do the same thing for the mass times velocity. I'm going to use a negative sign once again because this velocity is going towards the left. And then we're going to substitute in the mass of the second ball and times its unknown velocity. So that's what we'll solve for as we go through it. So as you can see, I'm just doing some algebra right now to simplify this and solve the problem out. So I'm going to collapse things down so I can simplify this, adding and multiplying both sides appropriately, keeping track of my signs. Notice that's a negative because I had that different direction of the velocity. And doing the same thing on the other side, I'm going to end up with a negative for that term. combined with the 0.03 times the velocity. Continuing to simplify, I'm going to be able to solve for that final velocity. So in this case, the final velocity of the larger ball is going to end up being about 0.09 meters per second, and it's moving in the positive direction or to the right. Thank you.